It will be a positive step in forging a new relationship between Aboriginal peoples and other Canadians, a relationship based on the knowledge of our shared history, a respect for each other, and a desire to move forward with a renewed understanding that strong families, strong communities, and vibrant cultures and traditions will contribute to a stronger Canada for all of us.
The first point to realize when assessing the Indians' position in Canada and the kind of civilizations that they had would be to realize that the Indians had developed skills that were particularly adapted to the circumstances of the country. They were perfectly at home in the northern forests and knew how to get around. They didn't get lost.
Since the early 1700s, the British and later Canadian governments entered into various treaties with First Nations across the country. This helped to pave the way for the peaceful settlement and development of much of Canada.
A specific claim comes about by a wrong that was committed by the federal government many years ago, or it could be part of a treaty that has not been fulfilled.
I remember being in grade 7, grade 8, at around that time. The classrooms were smelly. You would come home, and I remember my mom saying to me, "Is that you that smells?" And it was the fuel that was actually on my clothes. So at that time, she didn't know what was happening or what kind of environment we were in.
For 3 long decades, the children of Attawapiskat First Nation have searched for the kind of school that other Canadian kids take for granted. Their school, J.R. Nakuji Elementary, was contaminated soon after its construction in 1976 when toxic diesel fuel began to leak beneath the building.
We have been taught from the time we were little that we have had no power. We've been taught from the time we were little that we aren't worth anything. And the reality is they've tried every kind of genocidal tactic on us and we are still here. And there's been a lot of damage done to our communities, to our families, to our peoples in many different ways. But we need to wipe that clean. We need to heal from that now because it's time for us to reach into our true selves. Reach into those ancestors that run in the blood of our veins, in the cells of our bodies, because we are all related to each other and to them. These trees, the water, the land,